Hey everybody, this is Matt here again with Shaving the Day, and I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a while for a specific reason. And if you've been watching my videos, then you know what that reason is. I'm going to be using a Shavette again for the first time since I got the cut right here above my finger that there's still a scar from. It was probably about 2 months ago now. I have not touched a Shavette since, so I am hoping it'll go better this time. And just in case I feel like it's not going well, I've got my Gillette Tech here ready to put a blade in case I need to finish a shave with that. But for the soap, today I decided to use the Sudsy Soapery Lavender Peppermint because it's just a really fresh scent for the warmer weather, and it is called Super Creamed and Triple Butter Shaving Soap. As you can see, it's very soft, and man, does the lather explode when you start lathering it in this sterling bowl. And it's very slick and protective, which is exactly what I need for this Shavette shave. As you can see, it's a very nice lather that I got in here. Just really explodes when you add water to it. I mean, look at all of that. So today also, I'm going to be filming my entire shave, you know, apart from cutouts, but from the beginning with pre-shave to the end post-shave routine, I'll be doing all of it. So it is going to be a long video, but I hope you'll still watch it and bear with me. But I'm going to wet my face so I can put some of this pre-shave on. Alright, so for the pre-shave, I have this Parasso Green. It's got a little bit of menthol in it too. So I'm going to throw some of this on, and hopefully it'll help the Shavette glide well. Still need to try the Parasso Green Splash because I've heard it's a very different scent than the soap in the pre-shave, and that it's much better. All right, now that my eyes are watering, for the post-shave later, witch hazel. I do have the Illum block on deck just in case I need it, but I'm gonna try not to because I've been trying not to use Illum. I've got the Duke Cannon Ice Cold Aftershave Balm, and then the matching Sudsy Soapery Lavender and Peppermint Splash that is super nourishing. Probably the most nourishing splash that I own. But we're gonna start to lather up here and take my time a bit more. Oh, I'm using this Maggard's Blue synthetic brush. So I am going to take my time a little more with lathering to really prepare the whiskers for the shave. Yeah, I received a request to show the post-shave routine, so I guess I'll start doing that, and you're welcome to skip over it if it's not for you, or if you don't want to watch that particular part. You're always welcome to watch bits and pieces or however much or little of the video you want. Completely up to you. I just want to try and accommodate some things that people would like to see. And with shaving with a Shavette or a straight razor, it's really more important that you have a slick lather than a cushiony lather, but this happens to be both. So can't complain about that. And man, does this smell good. Very strong lavender scent, and the peppermint cooling effect is just really, really nice. And you get that even more so when you put the splash on. I really, really recommend Sudsy Soapery. You can tell they really put a lot of care into every product that they make. They don't have a huge selection, but what they do have is very nice, and they're very nice people. All right, I am going to get started here, and let's see if I can even remember how to hold the dang thing. So my mistake the last time was that I went to readjust my hand when stretching the skin, and I was holding the blade on the side of my face, which is very stupid, and I paid for it. So I'm going to try to be extra careful today, and if it doesn't go well, I can just switch over to this Gillette Tech, so no big deal. Let's get started. It's not going to be a perfect BBS shave with this because I haven't used it enough or mastered it enough to get really even close to that. I definitely feel whiskers still after I'm done, so I'm not expecting perfection. I'm trying not to talk too much as I use this razor too. Very light touch. See if I can do this with my left hand. If not, I might have to switch to my right hand because my left hand is shaky at best. Because I did break 2 fingers on that hand, shattered them really, and had 2 surgeries because of it. So that hand is normally quite shaky. Had a lot of therapy on those fingers following the surgeries, and so this is kind of risky doing this, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna switch because I just can't. I don't have the dexterity to really do that with my left hand yet. So I'm gonna kind of go for one of these, which I know is probably not proper technique, but works for me. All right, I just rubbed some aluminum on my fingers so that my fingers don't slip as easily when I'm doing this. Gotta be careful where my hand is so that I don't bump the handle of the razor. That's better, nice and slick. All right, and we're gonna go down the neck here. All right, not too bad. Not perfect, but not too bad. I'm actually going to go like this. Use it a little bit more commissary style. It's really a work in progress, and it's going to take me a while to really become more comfortable with it, but I'll get there eventually. You know what, that wasn't too bad. I actually did get myself right there earlier, but I didn't really feel it. So on second thought, I could have hydrated this soap even more than I initially thought I could. I guess I got myself right there. I didn't even feel it at all. You know what? I'm going to stay away from my mustache area. I don't feel completely comfortable doing that. So I am going to finish that spot with the DE, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back with the Gillette Tech. I have an Astro Superior Platinum blade in it. I apologize that this is going to be a very long video. Alright, so that's really a first pass done. I'm going to rinse off and then we'll come back. Alright guys, I am back for pass number 2. As you can see, there's some irritation and definitely, you know, not completely done by any means. A couple nicks around here, got one there below my ear. But you know what, for not having used it in so long and still being very hesitant with it and learning, it's really not too bad. So again, this is a very imperfect Shavette shave where I'm still learning what works for me as far as technique and in different areas and pressure and all that. It's going to take me shaving with this many times before I'm really fully comfortable with it. So definitely don't take this as me thinking I'm an expert or anything, because I'm the furthest thing from it. And yeah, I just want to learn through trial and error and see what works for me, because what works for me might not work for you or vice versa. So yeah, pretty happy with it. You know, nothing major. Definitely didn't give myself another one of these, so I'm happy with that. Really nice soap base for the Sudsy Soapery. Super easy to lather, and man, is it slick when you get it right. And I didn't really have it fully hydrated at first, so it did kind of dry out as it sat on my face more. But I'm going to try to really get it fully hydrated on my face right now. And I'm sure I'm going to have some burning from using the Shavette, because I always get irritation using it. Probably from applying too much pressure, because I'm still not used to the light touch, and I have such coarse facial hair that sometimes I feel like I have to push harder and I'm not getting it to glide properly the way it really needs to, which leads to irritation and going over the same area too many times as well. Alright, I'm just going to do 2 passes today, do the irritation. So I'm just going straight to against the grain, skipping across the grain. But man, do I want to learn how to use that right and be able to do a full shave with it quickly and effectively. It's just going to take a long time before I'm at that point, but that's okay, because I do have time to learn. I'm thankful that I'm trying to learn at age 25 and not age 50. Not that 50 is old by any means, but that I just have a lot more time to learn while I'm young, so that I can do it for the rest of my life. That's really what I would like to do, and I'd like to be able to, if I have kids, if I have a son, I'd like to be able to teach him how to do it as well if he wants to learn. usually doing against the grain on my neck is actually one of the easiest things for me with the Shavette, even though it seems like it would be the scariest part. I find it easier because of the way I can hold it. I can really hold it close to the head and just kind of scoop up the neck like that. It just goes to show how much more attention you need to be paying when using a Shavette compared to a DE, because yeah, of course you can cut yourself up really good with a DE, but not in the same way. You know, you can get away with bad technique with a DE, really bad technique with a DE, and come out bloody but fine. But if you mess up like I did with that Shavette, you're gonna feel it, and it's gonna be a scar, and it's not gonna stop bleeding for a long time, and it's gonna be an ugly mark, crusty scab on your face for well over a week, which is what mine did, and it was not pretty. And I don't have the best DE technique by any means at all either. I'm still learning. With a DE also, so yeah. I normally do not go against the grain on my upper lip at all. They call it the fool's pass, I think. I don't want to accidentally slip and lose my nose. A little bit of blood there. You know, not the smoothest shave by any means. I only did 2 passes, and I don't know if I would even consider the Shavette a real pass because it didn't do it as effectively as the DE. But every time I use it, I'll be getting closer to my goal, so that's what counts. Alright, I'm going to do the post-shave routine on a video here for you, so I'm just going to rinse off with cold water first. Nice cold water rinse. Dab all the extra soap off. Try not to rub my face with the towel too much. Just dab at it. And then I don't have anything super crazy where I feel like I would need a loom, so I'm going to put this bad boy down. And I'm going to splash on some witch hazel to tone the skin and firm it up. And this is alcohol-free witch hazel. It has coconut water in it. So there are alternatives to the alcohol-based witch hazel as well. And it does pretty much the same thing as a loom. Maybe not as effective at stopping the bleeding, but it firms and tones the skin, which is what you need. As you can see, there's some irritation for sure on my neck, and it'll help soothe that as well. And then now I'm going to apply this Duke Cannon Ice Cold Aftershave Balm generously, because I do want it to really do its magic and get rid of some of that irritation. And the menthol feels so good, and it has a really pleasant scent to it as well. Really massage that in. And you know what? My chin is bleeding a little bit, so I am going to use just a tiny bit of a loom on that spot. put this under the water. Just seal that up. Ooh, that stings. Seal that up because it's bugging me. Call that good. And then I've noticed that if I don't completely wash off the alum, when I use witch hazel and aftershave splash, it kind of, when it goes over where the alum still is, it turns into like a little like clump. It must be like them reacting together. But yeah, as this is drying on my face, I am going to get ready for the splash, and that'll be the finish to the shave. So I've got the splash here, and this splash is, it even says skin nourishing and refreshing, and that's exactly what it is. It feels thicker than a regular splash. It's almost more like a balm, but definitely not quite. And it goes on, and it just has a really nice, soothing, refreshing feeling. And wow, this is actually not burning at all, other than the peppermint is kind of stinging a little bit because it's very strong, but there's no actual burn from the splash, so that's nice. So there is my shave in all its you know, mediocrity, but I'm happy that I used the Shavette again. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, even though it's long, and I'll catch you in the next one. So thank you for watching and continuing to support the channel. And you can see I'm blinking like crazy. That peppermint really is strong, and I applied it generously, so it's almost stronger than menthol. Wow, that is an ice cold shave. So thank you for watching again. I'll catch you in the next one.